Hey my Planet Poke Pals, how's it going? It's me, Diogen Z, with some Pokemon Conquest. So, the Warlord of Greenleaf uses grass Pokemon. That means our fire types will do handy here. Water Pokemon will suffer. But since you take over Hideyashi's kingdom first, you'll be equipped with fire Pokemon first. That's why I'm deciding to take on Motonari's Greenleaf Kingdom before Motochica's. You're the new Warlord of Aurora, aren't you? I've heard a lot about you, but I didn't expect you to be this young. I suppose you need a bit of youthful energy in this rough old world. Maybe it's time for my generation to call it a day.
Lord Motonari, how can you say such a thing? Our army would fall apart without your wisdom, Lord Motonari.
No rest for the wicked, eh? I suppose I'd better do what's expected of me. Alright everyone, it's time for another Warlord one-on-one. My army versus Motonari's. Bring it on! We'll show you what we're made of. Eevee, Jigglypuff, Charmander, I was about to say Darumaka, Hidorama, and Tepig. We're gonna burn down your kingdom to the ground, Motonari. Which, it's a shame. Because this is a really nice area. Maybe we'll just singe it a little. We only need to take out his army, not go crazy and burn down the house. What do you think it takes to win battles, Diogen Z? You're thinking strength, right? But strength alone is not enough. Do you understand what I'm saying? Doing battle is not just about defeating your enemies. Yes, Motonari's kingdom has you doing a thing a bit different this time, and that is the path to victory. It's not only lined with the bodies of your defeated enemies, but also the flags that you claim along the way. You have to keep in mind the turns. There's 15 turns to take, so we're gonna max out Eevee's speed so we can get closest to the flags first. And I am going to grab this flag over here. Yep, that's a portal, so take that to get to areas faster. But we have to get all the flags before Motonari does, on top of defeating his army. So it's not enough to just defeat your enemy. You have to defeat him and be sure to be on the flags at all the same time. If he has any claimed, or if there is one that you did not claim, even if Motonari himself or his army did not claim it either, you have still lost the match. Yup, that's right, Oichi. Oh, I didn't expect you would. So this is a really awesome map. One of the cooler ones. I didn't really dig Hideyashi's area just because of the annoying randomness of the falling volcano rocks, but hey, all maps have to be different and they can't all be winners in our own books. Personal choice, you know? Personal preference. I like grass types a lot. But what's fun about this area is there's a lot going on. You've got these portal plants, I like to call them, and pitfall traps that keep the game interesting at all times. That's what adds the randomness in this match. So we won't have to deal with meteors raining down from the sky and impaling us at random times, making the entire match kind of a toss-up when it comes to luck ratios. But instead we'll have to bear the brunt of our enemy once we are stuck in a pitfall trap. Also, it takes up a couple of turns, so make sure that you don't just come here with only Eevee and Jigglypuff. Trust me, it's not enough. Another cool thing about this map is that vine bridge that goes across and then sometimes disappears. A good strategy, if you want to keep your opponents away from the flag, is to send someone in front of that little step case where Seawaddle is climbing down. If you block that out, then you've trapped them to that little area. And better yet, if you can get them on the bridge, I actually don't know if I've ever done this before, so I'm uncertain if they'll fall off or if they'll go to the beginning, but either way, you've trapped them. Good, and Snivy will be defeated within 4 turns easily. Flag grab. I know they call it banners, but I always think of them as flags. Okay, let's not have any reinforcements for you. Another thing you should keep in mind is that while your opponent is stuck on the flag, they're not going to get off it. That's a part of the enemy AI programming, is once they're on, they will not move from their post. So that makes them very vulnerable to long-ranged attacks, which you can pick up a couple of those in Hideyashi's Kingdom, which is perfect, being the first one you defeat. That's another thing I like to compliment this game on, is how well everything is placed and programmed. Your Pokemon, Eevee. It looks like you have grown fairly close. Hey, by the way, I read there's some faraway world where people put Pokemon into these little balls. Pretty strange, no? Now, where did I read that? I guess the peaceful days when I can just focus on my Pokemon research are still a long ways away. Yeah, claim that banner for a moment, Motonari. That's all you're gonna have it for. What happens when your opponent or yourself, your allies, claim a banner is that if they're sitting on that spot, they will regain health. Unfortunately for Snivy, it will not be enough. Aw, come on! That is just double bad luck on Charmander's part. But I know that this is safe ground from Hidorama. Oh dear, it looks like you were too good for us. Alright, so I'm not sure if with the Warlords you have to defeat them a second time later when they're just roaming around Ronsei. But we definitely fit the stipulations of beating Motonari Snivy under 4 turns, so here's hoping that we get it on our team. And notice how Tepig is blocking out Broccolimunca there. Pansage. He can't do anything about it.
This battlefield is the very symbol of our fair kingdom of Greenleaf. We who command grass-type Pokemon shall not be defeated here!
Okay, Motoharu. Bring it. Your epic Vine Whips have no effect on me, or very little. And I'm betting you that my Ember will burn you down in 2 shots. I'm gonna say 2, I'll be fair. He's got enough defense, and I haven't even eked out 1 attack on him yet. But resistance is futile, Motonari's army. Your warlord has fainted. It's only a matter of time until your kingdom is mine. Oh, you're not gonna sustain this one. 2 hits, but I could have just taken you out once with Hidorama. Now you know why. Even without having to evolve, Hidorama is one of my favorite fire types to get in Pokemon Conquest. Oh, and for those wondering, oh, this is another cool little element of this map. Boing! That's how you can get up there faster to block out your opponents if they're crossing that vine bridge. But I've seen a lot of people in the comment section saying, oh wow, he might actually be able to take more than 2 hits. But maybe we'll just let him claim the flag so he's helpless to our attacks. We'll see. We shall see. I've seen a lot of people in the comments, however, saying that, what is this game? This is amazing. Is this a ROM hack? Where can I get it? It's a retail game, guys. It's a brand new Pokemon game. That's right. It is a crossover between Nobunaga's Ambition and, well, Pokemon, obviously. So you can pick it up at your local GameStop. You could probably rent it on GameFly or Redbox. I'm sure. Well, Redbox, I don't know. I've had variable luck finding games there, but it's fairly new. If you're watching this in June of 2012, then you definitely can find it in Redbox. And if not, then Amazon always has your answer, so plenty of good options to find this game. It's available for DS, so if you don't have a 3DS, don't worry. DS, DS Fat, DS Lite, XL, and I, it all works for them, and if you do have a 3DS, it sits on there pretty too. And then you get to use your circle pad. Not that it really plays a huge role in this game, but I will say it is a big improvement for some games that I've played. For one, Metroid Prime Hunters, much better with the circle pad. Super Mario 64 DS, also very excellent on the circle pad, but that's my comment question of the day for you guys. If you have a 3DS, what is the DS game that you've played on it that is far better on 3DS due to the controls or maybe the larger screen? Obviously, there's not an added 3D effect. And if you think there is, then you're really tripping yourself out and convincing you of no 3D. But I do hear on the internet, I do see rumblings of Black 2 and White 2 that there are 3DS exclusive features, which is pretty cool because in Black and White there was DSi exclusive features. They were not even thinking about 3DS because at the time of the release, even though it was very close to 3DS, their programming team had already well worked into it. But DSi exclusives for Black and White was video chat. I rarely used it because I don't have Wi-Fi. But for Black 2 and White 2, some sort of AR dream app, I believe. I don't know, I'm just talking about random things I see in video titles because truthfully, I want to keep things unspoiled for me. So if you could please not spoil things in Black 2 and White 2. I'm going to hear about things anyway because I see people uploading videos all the time, but I want to limit it as much as possible. Usually I import games. I've even imported this one when it was Nobunaga's Ambition, but the thing is, it can get old. I don't want games to ever get boring for me, but there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. And that is a true statement that has happened. And if I overdose on one experience for too long, my excitement levels may fade. They may go lower than 9,000, and that's unacceptable on a channel like this with sub-levels of over 9,000. Wow, you're quite a good fighter, aren't you? Yes, so will you join my team? Probably not. Took way too long to defeat Brock LeMonke there. But that's fine. We accomplished our goal. All flags claimed. And no, you don't have to sit on the flag. As soon as it turns blue to your ally's color, you're golden. Oh, we're just reaching to the flag. And we fall in a trap. Go figure. Darumaka for the flag grab. We have emerged victorious. I believe we fought spectacularly. Yep, I thought that was a spectacular victory as well. Defeated in no time. And it goes to show the importance of grabbing the right type before you get into the according kingdom that you plan to defeat. Man, that stinks. We defeated Motonari in less than 4 turns, but we only get all his other army men. I knew the day would finally come when I'd have to face defeat on my own battlefield. Lord Motonari! Surely now I can be left in peace. You're a more worthy warlord for Greenleaf than I am, Diogen Z. I ask only that you take good care of my beloved kingdom. Sure thing, Motonari. We'll take good care of all the grass types here. So I suppose that when you defeat a warlord in less than 4 turns, all you get are his lesser armymen. And I guess that's fine. I'd rather have these grass types on our team than none. Although I do believe in the next episode we're going to have to spend it training in the Greenleaf Kingdom to see if we could find some more useful grass types, because while Seawaddle is grass bug, it only has a bug bite move. Not going to help us out with Moto Chica. So I will see you next time, Planet Poke people. Remember to subscribe, and we will go back to Greenleaf to do some training before reaching Moto Chica. See you then.